The morning sun cast a gentle glow across the gleaming surfaces of the Interstellar Education Center as Dr. Alex Mercer prepared for the arrival of his most unusual class yet. His office was cluttered with holographic displays of various ecosystems and a stack of cultural integration manuals. The sound of a shuttle touching down drew his attention to the window, where he watched the doors open and a group of alien students step out into the Earth's atmosphere, their eyes wide with a mix of curiosity and apprehension. "Professor Mercer, they have arrived," his assistant, Sarah, announced as she entered his office. Alex nodded, smoothing his jacket. "Let's give them a warm welcome. Earth's first impression should be friendly, despite its reputation." Together, they walked to the reception area where the students gathered, their bodies varying in shape and size, colors ranging from the deep blue of the Nyxarians to the vibrant greens of the Folari. "Welcome to Earth, students of the Galactic Unity," Alex began, his voice steady and clear. "I am Dr. Alex Mercer, and I'll be your guide and teacher during your stay." A tall, slender student with luminous skin stepped forward. "I am Zelar of the Syrians. We have learned much about your world from the archives. It is both an honor and a challenge to be here." "Indeed, Earth can be quite challenging," Alex replied with a smile, "but it is also a world of extraordinary diversity and beauty. You will find your time here to be very educational." Another student, a stocky and rough-skinned Tormund, grunted. "We have heard stories of Earth's dangers. It is known as a Deathworld in our circles. Will you keep us safe, Dr. Mercer?" "Safety is my primary concern," Alex assured him, noticing the group's tension ease slightly. "But you must also be prepared to face Earth's realities. It's a planet that does not forgive easily." A Folari, her voice a melodious chirp, asked, "Will we be going on expeditions, Professor? I am eager to see your rainforests and oceans." "Yes, Lila. Our program includes several field trips designed to acquaint you with Earth's varied environments. Each one offers unique learning opportunities," Alex explained, enthusiasm growing in his voice. The group's curiosity seemed to build, their initial fears mingling with an emerging excitement about the adventures ahead. "As for today," Alex continued, "we'll start with a tour of this facility. Then, we'll discuss your curriculum and the precautions necessary to navigate Earth safely." The students nodded, murmuring among themselves in a flurry of alien dialects. "Now, let's begin our tour. Follow me, please," Alex said, leading the way. His eyes met Sarah's, a silent acknowledgement of the great responsibility they had undertaken. As they walked through the halls filled with Earth's flora and fauna exhibits, Alex felt a profound connection to these young minds from across the stars. This was more than an educational endeavor. It was a bridge between distant worlds, a chance to show that Earth, while dangerous, was also a place of learning and growth. The tour ended with a view of the Earth from the top floor, the planet sprawling majestically below. The students pressed against the glass, marveling at the sight. "Beautiful, isn't it?" Alex remarked, watching their awed faces. "Let's work together to understand and respect this world. Welcome to Earth, the galaxy's most vibrant classroom." Dr. Alex Mercer watched his class assemble at the launch pad, buzzing with nervous energy as they prepared for their first field trip to the Amazon rainforest. The early morning light flickered through the trees surrounding the facility, hinting at the uncharted wilderness they were about to enter. "Remember, stay close and follow the safety protocols we discussed," Alex instructed, handing out the last of the personal translator devices. "The rainforest is home to more species than any of you can imagine, and not all are friendly." Zelar, the luminescent Syrian, adjusted the straps on his backpack. "I am ready to see these jaguars you spoke of, Dr. Mercer. Our simulations back home could never capture the essence of a real predator." Alex chuckled. "Let's hope the jaguars are not too eager to make our acquaintance. Keep your scanners on and stay alert." The group boarded the hovercraft and Sarah piloted them towards their destination. The dense canopy of the Amazon loomed ahead, a vast green ocean teeming with life. As they descended into the heart of the rainforest, the cacophony of sounds and the richness of the air overwhelmed the students. Lila, the Folari, fluttered her wings slightly, a sign of her excitement. "This air, it's so heavy and full of life," she chirped, recording her surroundings. The Tormund student, Rax, was less enthusiastic, his eyes darting around nervously. "It feels like 1,000 eyes are watching us." "They probably are," Alex said, leading them along a narrow path. "Every step here should be taken with respect. The Amazon does not tolerate carelessness." They stopped by a large tree, its trunk covered in exotic flowers. Alex took this opportunity to teach them about the symbiotic relationships in the ecosystem. As he explained, a sudden rustle in the bushes silenced them. A moment later, a capybara emerged, followed by a curious anaconda slithering in its wake. The students stepped back in unison, their devices translating Alex's calm instructions. "Stay still, it's not interested in us," he reassured them, observing the snake's behavior. The encounter passed without incident, but the tension had set in. They continued deeper into the rainforest, each sound and movement reminding them of their vulnerability. The real test came when they reached a clearing. Zelar strayed from the group, fascinated by a colorful bird perched nearby. Without warning, a jaguar pounced from the underbrush. It halted abruptly as Alex's quick intervention with a sonic repeller saved Zylar from a deadly confrontation. The group hurried back to the hovercraft, hearts racing and faces pale. The ride back was quiet, each student lost in thought over the day's harrowing experiences. Back at the facility, Alex addressed the shaken class. "Today you faced Earth in its true form. It's beautiful but merciless. Let these lessons sharpen your senses and your respect for nature." Zelar nodded, his earlier bravado softened. "Thank you, Dr. Mercer. I did not truly understand what a death world was until now." As the students dispersed, Alex hoped the day's lessons would forge a deeper understanding and respect for Earth's complexities. The first expedition had been a close call, but it was only the beginning of their journey into the wild heart of Earth. After the harrowing experience in the Amazon, Dr. Alex Mercer decided it was crucial to escalate the practical training of his alien students. He stood before the assembled class in the training hall, a room equipped with simulations of various Earth environments. "Yesterday, you all got a first-hand look at why Earth is considered a death world," Alex began, his voice serious but encouraging. "Today we start intensive survival training. You need to be prepared for everything this planet might throw at you." The students exchanged uneasy glances, the memory of the jaguar attack still fresh in their minds. "Don't worry," Alex reassured them. "I'm here to guide you, and by the end of these sessions you'll feel much more confident about navigating Earth's ecosystems." He led them to the first simulation chamber, a replica of a North American forest in autumn. "We'll start with something less intimidating than the Amazon. Here, you'll learn basic survival skills, building shelter, finding food, and recognizing common but harmful plants and animals." The students, clad in their protective gear, followed Alex's instructions as he demonstrated how to construct a lean-to shelter using branches and leaves. Zylar, eager to regain his confidence, took the lead in gathering materials. "Excellent work, Zylar," Alex commented, watching the Syrian arrange the branches meticulously. "Remember, a shelter is not just about keeping dry, it's about staying warm and safe from predators." Next, Alex introduced them to foraging. "Not everything that grows on Earth is safe to eat," he explained, holding up a berry. "This, for instance, is a chokeberry, safe for humans but potentially dangerous for some of your physiologies. Always check with your scanners before consuming anything." Lila, the ever-curious Falari, scanned every plant Alex pointed out, her device beeping intermittently as it identified chemical compositions and potential hazards. The session moved on to a more challenging simulation, an Earth desert environment at night. The temperature in the chamber dropped, mimicking the cold desert air. "Deserts can be just as dangerous as jungles," Alex said, wrapping a scarf around his neck. "The temperature drop at night can be fatal if you're not prepared." He showed them how to maintain body heat and navigate by the stars, a skill that fascinated Rax, the Tormund, who had only ever navigated by magnetic fields on his home planet. As the day progressed, the students grew more adept at handling the various challenges posed by the simulations. Their initial apprehension gave way to a focused determination to master the skills necessary for survival. At the end of the training, Alex gathered the group back in the main hall. "Today was about building your skills and your confidence. Earth is tough, but so are you. Always respect this planet's beauty and its dangers equally." The students responded with a newfound enthusiasm, the lessons of the day igniting a spirited chatter among them about the skills they had learned. "Dr. Mercer," Zylar approached Alex as the others headed out. "I believe I underestimated Earth. There's so much to learn here, not just about survival, but about oneself." Alex smiled, pleased with the progress. "That's the spirit, Zylar. Let's keep that curiosity alive. Tomorrow we tackle mountain terrains. Rest up, it's going to be another demanding day." As the students left the hall, energized and talking animatedly, Alex felt a deep satisfaction. Not only were they becoming equipped to face Earth's environments, But they were also bonding as a team, their diverse backgrounds uniting them in the face of Earth's relentless challenges. The morning was crisp as Dr. Alex Mercer and his students prepared for a field lesson in the Australian Outback. The recent training sessions had built a palpable confidence within the group, each member eager to apply their newfound survival skills in a real-world setting. Alex, while pleased with their progress, remained vigilant, aware of the unpredictable nature of Earth's environments. Today's focus is on heat endurance and water conservation techniques. Alex briefed the group as they adjusted their hydration packs. The Outback is unforgiving, and understanding how to manage your resources here is crucial. As they ventured into the arid landscape, the alien students observed the vast open spaces with a mix of awe and apprehension. The sun beat down relentlessly, casting stark shadows on the red earth. "Always stay covered and keep hydrated," Alex reminded them, leading the way to a shaded area where they would conduct a lesson on solar navigation. Just as they began to settle, an unexpected alarm sounded from one of the students' scanners. Before Alex could react, a group of radical aliens, opposed to the integration initiative, burst from behind a low ridge, armed and aggressive. "Take cover!" Alex shouted, as laser blasts seared the ground near their feet. The students, though startled, quickly recalled their survival training, scattering into strategic positions. Alex found himself ducking behind a large rock with Xylar and Lila. "Remember, stay calm. Use what you've learned about the terrain to your advantage," he instructed, peeking over the edge to assess their attackers' movements. The attackers, clearly not expecting the students to fight back, hesitated as the group began to use the environment to their advantage. Rax, using his knowledge of geology, caused a small rock slide that blocked the path of some of their pursuers. Meanwhile, Alex coordinated a plan to disarm the aggressors. "Lila, Xylar, use your scanners to find a path to flank them. Rax, keep them distracted." The students executed the plan flawlessly, their movements synchronized and effective. Lila and Xylar managed to surprise two of the attackers from behind, using non-lethal techniques Alex had taught them to neutralize the threat. After a tense few minutes, the confrontation ended with the attackers retreating, outmaneuvered and outclassed by the students they had underestimated. Alex checked on each of his students, relief washing over him as he found them unscathed. "Everyone okay?" he asked, gathering the group around him. They nodded, their faces a mixture of adrenaline and pride. "This was a real test of your training," Alex continued, his voice firm but full of pride. "You handled yourselves well, but let's be clear, our goal is to learn, not to fight. However, today you proved that you can do both if necessary." The experience bonded the students in ways that classroom lessons never could. They shared their perspectives on the encounter, discussing how each used their unique abilities to contribute to the group's defense. As they made their way back to the hovercraft, the mood was sober but empowered. The attack had shown them the reality of opposition to their mission, but it had also proved their capability to face such challenges together. "Today was unexpected, but you all showed great courage and resourcefulness," Alex said as they started their journey back to the facility. "Let's take these lessons back with us, not just about survival but about solidarity. We're in this together." Back at the facility, as they debriefed further, Alex couldn't help but feel a surge of protective pride. His students were no longer just visitors on Earth, they were survivors, each growing stronger in the face of its challenges. The attack in the Australian Outback had sent ripples through the galactic unity. News of the confrontation, where Dr. Alex Mercer's class of alien students had defended themselves against a radical faction, reached the highest echelons of the interstellar community. Political tensions, simmering for months over the integration of Earth into broader cosmic affairs, now threatened to boil over. In his office, Alex reviewed the latest security updates and communications from the Unity Council. The debate over Earth's status had intensified, with various factions arguing about the risks and benefits of including such a notoriously dangerous planet. "Dr. Mercer, there are several calls from the Council waiting for you," Sarah informed him, her voice tense. "They're not happy about the incident." "I'll handle it," Alex replied, straightening his posture. "It's time we clarified our position and the value of what we're doing here." Turning on the communication console, Alex faced representatives from different alien civilizations, their holographic images flickering into existence around his desk. "Ladies and gentlemen of the Council, thank you for your prompt attention," Alex began, his tone diplomatic yet firm. "I understand the concerns raised by the recent unfortunate events. However, I must emphasize the importance of our educational mission and the invaluable lessons it offers, not only to our students, but to all members of the Unity. A Marnixian council member, known for her hardline stance, spoke up. Dr. Mercer, while we recognize your efforts, the attack underscores a significant threat that Earth poses not only to its inhabitants, but to peaceful civilizations involved with it. Alex nodded respectfully. I share your concerns about safety. Yet this incident also demonstrated the resilience and strategic capabilities our students are learning, skills that are enhanced, not hindered, by Earth's challenges. The discussion went back and forth, with various members expressing their apprehension or support. Alex defended the educational program, citing the growth he had witnessed in his students, their ability to handle complex situations, and the broader understanding they were gaining of Earth's ecological and cultural richness. Consider the broader picture, Alex urged. These students will return to their home planets not only as survivors of Earth, but as ambassadors equipped with knowledge and skills that could benefit your own security and survival strategies. As the meeting concluded, the council remained divided, but Alex had sown seeds of consideration. His communication link closed with promises of further deliberations. Looks like we've stirred up quite the storm, Dr. Mercer, Sarah remarked, glancing at the screen displaying various news feeds from across the galaxy. We may have, Alex acknowledged, staring out the window at the Earth's landscape below. But every storm brings new growth. This debate at the Council is necessary. It's time all of Unity sees Earth not just as a death world, but as a place of unparalleled training and growth. Determined to bolster his case, Alex decided to escalate the training and education program. He planned more intensive field exercises and cultural exchange sessions, aiming to showcase the comprehensive benefits of the Earth-based curriculum. That evening, as he walked through the facility's corridors, Alex felt the weight of his responsibility not just to his students, but to the broader galactic community. The path forward was fraught with challenges, but he was resolved to navigate it, driven by the belief in his mission and the potential of his students to bridge worlds. The Galactic Unity Council convened in the Grand Auditorium on the Central Space Station orbiting Xanthi 3, a neutral planet known for its historical role in interstellar arbitration. Dr. Alex Mercer, having been invited to speak, prepared his notes one final time before stepping into the spotlight of the galaxy's most pivotal forum. As Alex took his place at the podium, the chamber buzzed with the low murmur of countless species, each representative waiting to hear his defense of Earth's inclusion in the galactic unity. The large holoscreens displayed views of Earth and scenes from the students' training sessions. Ladies and gentlemen of the Unity Council, Alex began, his voice echoing through the chamber. Today I stand before you not just to defend Earth's status as a member of this esteemed unity, but to highlight the exceptional learning environment it provides. He clicked a button, and the screens showed images of the students working together during various training exercises. Consider these young minds, Alex continued, pointing to the visuals of alien students navigating the challenging terrains of Earth. They came to Earth as novices to its dangers, and are now adept at not only surviving, but thriving in what many of you refer to as a death world. A murmur ran through the crowd as Alex detailed the curriculum and the survival skills taught, emphasizing the adaptability and resilience required to manage Earth's environments. Earth's unique position as a so-called death world does not make it a threat, Alex argued. Instead, it offers unparalleled training opportunities, fostering skills that are beneficial beyond its atmosphere. Where else could one learn such valuable lessons in such a demanding yet controlled environment? A council member from the Turellian system raised a question. Dr. Mercer, while your points are compelling, how do you address the inherent risks these students face? The recent attack is a testament to the volatility not just of Earth, but of exposing our youth to its dangers. Alex nodded, acknowledging the concern. A valid point, and not one I take lightly. However, the attack also demonstrated the effectiveness of our training. The students defended themselves admirably, showcasing their capability to handle unexpected threats. Such experiences, though regrettable, are invaluable in preparing them for the universe's unpredictability. He concluded, by integrating Earth into our educational frameworks, we equip our future leaders with the fortitude to face and overcome adversities. What they learn from Earth, they can apply anywhere, making them invaluable assets to their home planets and to the unity as a whole. The debate that followed was intense, with various factions airing their views. Supporters of Earth's inclusion praised its role in enhancing survival skills and promoting intercultural competence among the students. Detractors raised concerns about safety and the potential for further incidents. As the session drew to a close, the council president called for a preliminary vote to gauge the mood of the assembly. The result was narrowly in favor of continuing Earth's inclusion, but with stipulations for increased oversight and regular safety reviews. Alex stepped down from the podium, satisfied that he had made a strong case but aware that the battle was far from over. As he left the chamber, several representatives approached him, expressing interest in visiting Earth to see the program firsthand. "Thank you, Dr. Mercer," said a delegate from a previously undecided planet. "Your presentation opened our eyes to the potential benefits of Earth's rigorous environment. We look forward to learning more." As Alex thanked the delegates, he felt a renewed sense of purpose. The road ahead was fraught with challenges, but today's debate had moved the needle, hopefully paving the way for a deeper understanding and appreciation of Earth's unique value to the galactic unity. In the aftermath of the Great Debate, the galactic unity's narrow decision to continue Earth's inclusion sparked outrage among the radical factions opposing Earth's membership. These groups, feeling threatened by Earth's unpredictable nature and the growing capabilities of its interstellar students, plotted a severe course of action. Back on Earth, Dr. Alex Mercer received intelligence warnings about potential threats, but remained focused on advancing his program. He prepared for an intensive training exercise in the Rocky Mountains, unaware that it would soon turn into a real battle for survival. "Today, we'll be simulating a mountain rescue operation," Alex briefed his students, who were geared up and ready in the crisp morning air. "This exercise will test your ability to navigate difficult terrain, manage limited resources, and execute a rescue under adverse conditions." The students, now seasoned in Earth's harsh environments, approached the task with confidence. Xylar, Lila, and Rax discussed strategies, drawing on their previous experiences and the skills they had honed. However, as they ascended the mountain, the serene landscape was shattered by the whir of approaching spacecraft. Alex's heart sank as he recognized the insignia of the radical factions. They had not come for a debate. They had come for war. "Take cover and prepare for confrontation," Alex commanded as blasts from the spacecraft pelted the rocky cliffs. The students scrambled for cover, utilizing the mountain's boulders and crevices. Alex, utilizing a portable defense shield, created a temporary barrier, buying them time to regroup. "Listen up. We need to use the terrain to our advantage. Rax, lead a group to flank them from the north ridge. Xylar and Lila, you're with me to draw their fire and protect the others." The students, though frightened, moved with precision. The lessons from Earth's environments, combined with their innate abilities, made them formidable opponents. Rax, with his strong build, led his group through a narrow pass, setting up a strategic ambush. Meanwhile, Alex, Xylar, and Lila executed a series of maneuvers that confused their attackers. Lila's ability to mimic surrounding sounds created echoes that disoriented the enemy pilots, while Xylar's enhanced vision identified weak points in their armor. The battle intensified as both sides exchanged fire, but the students' adaptability and teamwork gradually turned the tide. Utilizing non-lethal tactics learned during their training, they managed to disable several enemy crafts, forcing a retreat. As the dust settled, Alex surveyed the scene, his pride in his students mixed with a deep concern for their future. "Everyone all right?" he asked, checking each student for injuries. "We're okay, thanks to you," Xylar responded, his voice steady despite the ordeal. "You've taught us well, Dr. Mercer." The group made their way back to the base camp, their bond strengthened by yet another trial by fire. Alex contacted the Galactic Unity Security Council, reporting the incident and providing evidence of the unprovoked attack. The repercussions were immediate and significant. The Unity Council, now faced with undeniable proof of the radical faction's hostility, called for urgent discussions to reinforce Earth's position and ensure the safety of its interstellar educational initiatives. Back at the facility, Alex held a debriefing session. "Today was a testament to your growth and bravery," he told his students. "You've not only learned to survive on Earth, you've learned to protect each other. No matter what comes next, remember this unity." As the students nodded in agreement, a renewed sense of determination filled the room. Earth was their crucible, forging them into not just survivors, but guardians of each other and the values they had come to embrace. The aftermath of the mountain skirmish resonated deeply within the galactic unity, sparking a renewed urgency to reassess Earth's role and the safety of its interstellar educational program. The Unity Council convened once more, this time with a significant audience from various planets tuned in, eager to witness the resolution of Earth's contentious status. Dr. Alex Mercer was invited again to speak, but this time he brought with him more than just his arguments. He brought Xylar, Lila, and Rax as representatives of their respective species and as testimonials to the efficacy and necessity of Earth's training. The council chamber was filled with a tense silence as Alex and his students took the podium. "Esteemed members of the council," Alex began, his voice clear and resolute, "what occurred on Earth was not just an attack on humans or our visitors. It was an assault on the principles of our unity." He paused, allowing his words to sink in before continuing. "Today, I have brought with me 3 of my students, each from different corners of our galaxy, who will share their experiences and the lessons they've learned from Earth. Not just about survival, but about solidarity, cooperation, and the strength derived from diversity." Xylar stepped forward, his voice steady. "On Earth, I learned more than just how to survive in a harsh environment. I learned the importance of understanding different perspectives and the power of standing united in the face of adversity." Lila followed, her melodious voice filling the chamber. "The Earth is a teacher like no other. It teaches you to be vigilant and resilient, but above all, it teaches you about the fragility of life and the importance of protecting it." Finally, Rax added, "In the mountains, when we were attacked, it was not the strength of one that saved us, but the strength of all. Earth taught us that together we are formidable. Divided, we fall." The council members listened intently, moved by the earnest testimonials of the students. The debate that followed was markedly different from the previous ones. The focus shifted from the dangers of Earth to the invaluable lessons it offered and the evident growth of those who trained there. After hours of discussion, the council voted overwhelmingly in favor of continuing Earth's integration into the Unity educational programs, with increased support and security measures to safeguard all students and the integrity of the program. As the decision was announced, cheers erupted from the audience, both in the chamber and across galaxies, broadcasted live to countless viewers. Earth had proven its worth not just as a formidable environment, but as a crucible for forging interstellar unity. Back on Earth, Alex watched the celebrations with his students, a sense of accomplishment filling his heart. "What we have achieved here will resonate across galaxies," he said, looking at the faces of his students, now ready to return to their planets not as mere survivors, but as ambassadors of Earth's rigorous yet rewarding lessons. "Thank you, Dr. Mercer," Xylar said, speaking for all his peers, "for believing in us and for showing us that it's our differences that make us strong." As the students prepared for their departure, they knew they were leaving Earth changed, carrying with them not just memories of their trials, but the knowledge and unity they had gained. Earth had indeed been a death world, but in its challenges, it had taught them the true value of life and unity. Lessons they would take back to their corners of the universe, forever linking them to their second home, Earth.